This is Frankie Abbruzzino with the Scoop News. The City of Venice had a meeting yesterday to discuss the new fire fee, fire tax, and they came up with a decision. This decision is to raise 50% of the budgeted money through this new fire tax, and then to continue taking the other 50% from the general fund. They basically raised our property taxes to cover these fees. If you recall last year, it was there were three issues. I always forget the third one, but one was Obamacare, one was the fire department, and then a third issue. They feel basically, and they're right, that many of the taxpayers are wary of any more tax increases after we had the road, the safety program last year, the property tax increase, plus the property values going up, the waste fee increase last year, the waste fee increase again this year, and the story goes on. What this fee does is it establishes that revenue stream for them to try to basically financially stabilize the fire department. It doesn't fluctuate with property values, so maybe that's why they're getting away with calling it a fee. Second, the council member said it's more transparent because the cost of operating the fire department will be given out to the individuals and will be more transparent, which it should be now. So I'm not sure why it's changing just with that. What they're going to do is, like I said, they're going to take the 50% and get that from the fire fee, which it's being reported should come about to $4.4 million. The current city millage rate is 3.6. So if you reduce it just 0.3, it's being reported that they'll bring in 1.018 million. So you got to assume they got to get up to 4.4 million, and to get to that, they're going to have to reduce that millage by 1.2 from 3.6 to 1.2. I can't see that happening. If 0.3 brings in 1 million, just over 1 million, and they got to get to 4.4 million, I just don't see them doing that. I could be wrong. So that's going to be where the conversation heads to. A, does the city council want to do this? They got to vote on it. And B, where they want to go with the millage rate to offset the 50% rule there. They can decide just to go 0.3, and then what? It is a tax increase. So you got to watch that. And a lot of times they play with this stuff because they think the American public is stupid and dumbed down, and they're not going to catch a lot of it. The other thing is, how will this money be used? And for every parcel within the City of Venice, there would be a Tier 1 fee, and that's going to cover the fire service availability for 50% level. And this consulting firm, Stantec, estimates that fee will be about $154 and some change that each household will see an increase of. Then each improved property, and we're talking commercial, residential, institutional, are going to be assessed a Tier 2 fee. And that's based upon the equivalent benefit units, how they will benefit from use of the fire department. The replacement value of the structure is going to be considered. And it's going to be based upon what the county property appraiser office puts out. So it's a little confusing. There's different formulas in there. The biggest key factor right now is to know, A, they're doing the 50% and then 50% from the general fund. They supposedly are going to cover that difference with decreasing the millage rate, but as I said, they'd have to decrease the millage rate basically by 1.2 if 0.3 equates to the 1 million, and they got to get to 4.4 million. It's going to be about 1.2, which I can't see the city doing. And then you discover that the formula for this new fee is very complex. And they have to have a decision, get it all done before September, because it has to get to the property tax appraiser's office so they can levy the tax, because it is a tax and not a fee. All right. Very confusing, isn't it? This has been Frankie Abbruzzino with the Scoop News.